And he said to his disciples, "Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat, nor about your body, what you will put on. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothing. Consider the ravens. They neither sow nor reap. They have neither storehouse nor barn, and yet God feeds them. Of how much more value are you than the birds? And of which of you, by being anxious, can add a single hour to his span of life? If then you are not able to do as small a thing as that, why are you anxious about the rest? Consider the lilies, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin. Yet I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass which is alive in the field today, and tomorrow is thrown into the oven, how much more will he clothe you, O you of little faith? And do not seek what you are to eat and what you are to drink, nor be worried. For all the nations of the world seek after these things, and your Father knows that you need them. Instead, seek his kingdom, and these things will be added to you. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell your possessions and give to the needy. Provide yourselves with money bags that do not grow old, with a treasure in the heavens that does not fail, where no thief approaches and no moth destroys. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Luke 12, verse 22 to 34. Hey, faithful agents. Today, I just wanted to give us a reminder of something I've been studying myself, reading through Luke. This morning, I was in Luke chapter 12 and reading the passage that I read to you at the very beginning. Just the reminder to not be anxious. I think in this market, now I've heard from a lot of agents that things are picking up, and I'm so thankful for that. But how many of us have been anxious in the past day, in the past week, past month? The question is, how by being anxious can we add a single hour to our life? We can't. And then Jesus reminds us, if we're not able to even add a minute or an hour to our life, why are we anxious about everything else? When was the last time, friends, that you went on a walk and you looked around and you looked at the trees, you listened to the birds, and you see, as it says in verse 24, to consider the ravens? They don't have a storehouse. They don't have a barn. They don't have places to keep their wealth, their money, their food, and yet the Lord feeds them. If we look around and we see on the walk, when we look at the lilies and the flowers, and we recognize, look at how they're growing, and they're not doing any work. But even Solomon, the richest man in history, was not arrayed like one of these. Look at the grass that the Lord clothes, but tomorrow it's thrown away. Tomorrow it's cut by your lawnmower. But yet the Lord still grows it. How much more will he grow and protect us? I think if I'm honest, and we're all honest with ourselves, we have anxious thoughts all the time. We pursue what we're going to eat. We pursue what we're going to drink, even though verse 29, he tells us to not do that because our Father knows that we need them, but instead we should seek his kingdom first, and all of those things will be added. And yet, how much of our time and energy and attention is on grow the business, make more money, have the food, have the stuff, buy the things, experience what this world has to offer. And those inherently aren't wrong. But are we seeking first his kingdom? The reminder in verse 32, to fear not. That the juxtaposition of anxiety to say, instead of being anxious, we should fear not. Because it is our Father in heaven, it's his good pleasure to give us the kingdom. We want to have a treasure in heaven that does not fail, where no thief approaches and no moth destroys. You all, if you've listened to this podcast for any time, have heard the story of when my wife and I, 2.5 months after we got married, in the middle of the night, were asleep in the house, were broken into. were burglarized. I don't realize till the next day. I come downstairs. It was December 19th. All of our Christmas presents were gone. Our TV was gone. Everything was gone downstairs. And then I looked out the window and realized both cars were also stolen. And that passage became very real to me. Thief breaks in and steal. Where are we going to have our treasure? Is it in our stuff? Is it that I had a car, that I had a house, that I had bought my wife Christmas presents? Because guess what? A thief could literally break in and steal, and it literally happened to me. Or will I store up for myself treasure in heaven that cannot be taken? Verse 34 ends with, "For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." And I think if we're honest with ourselves, if I'm honest with you all, the anxiety for me comes from storing my treasure somewhere other than heaven. It comes from the pursuit of what the world often tells us to do, which is grow a bigger business, experience more things, buy better cars, buy bigger homes, buy better stuff, experience X, Y, and Z, as if our worth is measured in our income. And I fall prey to that all the time. And so I'm in pursuit of all of these things, and I become anxious because my pipeline's not as big as it should be, or I become anxious because this deal might go south, or I become anxious because X, Y, and Z, whatever it is for you, whatever it is for me, we have this anxiety because the truth is we've stored up too much treasure right here. And when we see that treasure going away in the comfort of our bank account, we start to feel anxious. We stop trusting that the Lord is going to provide, that our Father in heaven knows what we need. And instead, we start trusting the treasure on earth. And where our treasure is, there our heart will be also. So the question is, where's our heart? If you're falling into an anxiety right now, if you're struggling with that, which I get it and I have many, many times, if we're struggling with an anxiety only comes from a lack of trusting in the Father who's promised to give us all that we need. Maybe that doesn't look exactly the way you want it to, but that is his promise, and he never breaks his promises. So my friends, where is our heart? Is it in the things of the world? Is it in a solid pipeline? Is it in deals under contract? Is it GCI and commissions that have come in? Is it in the number in the bank account? All of those things can be taken. Or is it in the unfailing love of Christ that cannot be taken? I hope for all of us, go back and read Luke 12 and just seek out, Lord, where am I anxious? Because I just don't trust you. I love you, faithful agents. Wanted to share that with you, Luke 12. And the word of the Lord is good. The word of the Lord is sanctifying. And I pray it sanctifies you as it does me. I love you, faithful agents. I'll see you Thursday. Hey, Christian agent, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If it resonated, would you take 30 seconds and share it with another agent who's also trying to grow their business without losing their faith, family, or peace? That's how this message spreads. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future episodes. I release new ones each Thursday to help you build success that actually lasts. It genuinely fires me up knowing this podcast is helping you pursue excellence to the glory of God, both at work and at home. I'll meet you back here next week for another episode of The Faithful Agent. I hope this quick cut has been a blessing to you. Have an amazing week.